Hi everyone, welcome to this yoga flow. Please take a belt or a resistance band. We're going to start with some lying down leg stretches just to get into our hamstrings nice and gently, and to wake up our hips. Have the belt or band next to you. You want quite a long resistance band if you can. Take the arms and legs to the sky and circle ankles and wrists. We're just waking up the joints before we start to put weight on them. And feeling the ground beneath you. Just noticing this new position for your body. Place your hands on your knees and big circles outwards from the shoulders and the hips. So exaggerate that kind of shrugging movement with the shoulder. We're really lubricating these ball and socket joints one way and then the other. Inwards now. Feeling your back pressing into the floor, relaxing your face. Take the arms and legs to the sky, shake the hands and feet like you're shaking off gloves and socks. Give yourself a really good shake, bringing the energy into the extremities. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a deep breath in and flutter your lips. This is great for relaxing the jaw. Breathing in and one more, breathing in. Place the feet flat on the floor and drop the knees side to side, windshield wiper your hips. You can take your arms in a cactus shape. That's nice for the shoulders and chest. Right. Coming back to a neutral position, take your belt around the right leg, ball of the right foot, and then stretch the left leg along the mat, press the right foot away, relax your shoulders. So you might need to lengthen the belt just so your shoulders can be soft. We don't want to bring any tension in there. Pushing both heels away and starting to feel the back of the extended leg, the right one opening, just feeling your way in there. Take a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out through the nose, breathing in and breathing out. Take both sides of the belt in the right hand, left hand presses on left thigh, and take your leg out to the right. Again, pressing out through strong feet, switching on the legs. Bring the belt and the leg all the way up. Scooch the hips to the right. So I like to press my left foot down, scooch, and then re-extend it. Drop the leg over. If for any reason you're doing this without a belt, it's much easier to bend that right knee and drop it over like that. Place your hand on your knee. Right arm goes right. Press through the inner edges of both feet. Draw the navel in. Looking towards your right hand, so adding the neck now into this twist. Eventually the chin tracks over that back shoulder. Feeling now your arms, your legs, your spine, your core, starting to join up the whole body. Okay, all the way back up. Back to that starting position, drawing on the belt with both hands, bring the shin to the chin and the chin to the shin. So lifting up, pressing the navel down. Press that left leg down like crazy. And then release the belt if you can. Keep yourself up with your abs, drawing your navel in. Relax your face, soft jaw, big breath. 3, 2, 1, and then come all the way down. Release the leg along the mat and feel the difference between your legs. Does your right leg feel a good few inches longer than the left one? Definitely got some space there. Okay, second side. Left foot around the belt, left foot in the belt. And remembering to lengthen the belt so your shoulders are not stressed and tense. Pushing both heels away, especially through the inner edges of the foot. Sending that deep breath into the back of the left leg. And take the leg out to the side. Press right hand on right thigh. Look right. And here you can feel your pelvic floor gently engage. In yoga we call that Mula Bandha. the root lock. And we keep this engagement throughout the practice. That's a connection to our center, lifts the energy up on the inside. So it's an internal practice as well. All right, all the way up. Scooch hips left, drop leg right. Oh, this outer hip, this piriformis muscle can get really quite tight, especially if you do a lot of squatting. And releasing it, so that's the muscle that's sort of it's a short muscle deep inside of the butt cheek and hip. It can get pretty tight, and it's quite hard to access unless we do movements like this where the leg comes across the body. But if you have lower back pain, the sciatic nerve can run through that muscle too. It's really great release for the lower back. Anything that brings the leg across the body. Okay, all the way up. And chin to shin. So pulling on the belt this time. Actively press the right leg down more. Release the belt. Chin to shin, shin to chin. Switching on your abs, relaxing your face. And release the leg along the mat to feel both legs together. Breathing in, just feel them. Breathing out. Once more connecting to your pelvic floor, we're going to see if we can keep a gentle engagement. It's like doing Kegels, but not kind of that hard clench. It's just a soft lift in and up. Hug the knees and rocking up and down on your spine, massaging your back. Okay, we're going to gradually build up momentum here with this rocking, and do 3 more, and on the 4th one, see if you can rock yourself to standing. Use your hands if you need to, but maybe you can do it without your hands. All the way up. Nice. Should we try that again? We're going to go into our squat. You might just need to move around for this first squat, I do. And then sit down, 3 rolls, and on the 4th one, come all the way up. 1, 2, 3. On the 3rd one, you might even already be on your feet. And on the 4th one, up you come. Oh, nice. Well done, everyone. Come to standing at the top of the mat, ready for your sun salutations. Big toes touch, feel the ground through all 4 corners of your feet, lifting up the kneecaps, lifting up your pelvic floor, roll your shoulders back and feel your spine growing tall all the way through the crown of your head. Energy radiating out through strong, stretchy fingers, really push out through your fingertips. And feel the breath going in and out through the nose, making a soft contraction in the back of the throat like you're whispering or fogging up a mirror. Hearing your breath for the next 40 or so minutes of this class. Steady, even, what we call ujjayi, victorious breath. Here we go. Inhale, sweep your arms up, look at your thumbs. Exhale, folding forward, relax your head, fingertips come down. Inhale, slide hands up, shins flat back, arch your back, lift your shoulders, lift your belly, but lengthen your neck, so you're not cricking your neck. Rebend the knees, palms absolutely flat on the floor. Step back to plank and lift your hips, downward facing dog. So it's this upside down V shape, lifting the hips high. Breathing in and breathing out, let your head go. Breathing in, tilt the hips to the sky like you're sticking your bum in the air, and then press your heels more towards the mat. Breathing in, press through strong palms, straight arms, and breathing out, melt your chest towards your thighs. Coming into plank now, inhale, bring the shoulders over the wrists. Now push the floor away so you broaden across the upper back and lift your belly in. Squeeze your legs towards each other so this plank feels really active. Okay, so thinking about keeping the navel lifted, you're going to drop your knees, keeping the navel lifted. You're going to bend your elbows towards halfway. Keep the navel lifted so we're not sagging in the back. Nice, strong arms. Straighten your arms. Now you can drop your hips. Look up, upward facing dog. Knees off if you can. Spin inner elbows forward. And exhale, drop to the knees, tuck your toes, press through strong palms, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here, breathing in, breathing out 1, getting into a steady rhythm. Breathing in, breathe out 2, so extending the breath for the length of the count. Breathing in, we're not breath holding. Breathing out, very nice. Soften knees, look forward, make your way to the top of the mat, jump or walk. And then come back into this halfway lift, flat back, lift your shoulders, lift your belly. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, tuck your chin, see your navel. Press through strong heels, all the way up, arms overhead, press palms, look at your thumbs. Exhale, hands down by your side. Okay, all of that again, but in a slightly faster rhythm. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders, belly lift. Exhale, bend knees, palms absolutely flat, step back to plank. Remember, plank, push floor away, lift belly. Now lower the knees, bending the elbows halfway. So your elbows are over your wrists and your shoulders are coming forward. Straighten arms, upward facing dog, thighs and knees off the floor if you can. Inner elbow spin forward. And exhale, lift hips, downward facing dog. 3 breaths, breathing in. Breathe out 1. So the gaze point here is between your toes or at your belly button. Breathing in. Breathe out 2, hearing the sound of your breath, that ocean whispering sound. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, top of mat, walk, jump. Exhale, fold, tuck your chin, see your navel. Inhale all the way up, press palms, see thumbs. Exhale, hands down by your side. Final one, you're getting into it now, you know the moves. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step back, bend your elbows. So you can do a push-up with or without the knees. Straighten arms, lift the heart, upward facing dog. Stretch your throat. Exhale, downward facing dog for 1. Breathing in. Breathe out 2, getting back into this steady rhythm, extending the breath. Breathing in, last 1. Breathe out 3. Inhale, top of mat, look up. Remember the halfway lift. Exhale, bowing down, relax your head. Inhale, push all the way up, reach up. Exhale, hands down by your side. Sun salutation B. So adding a few more moves to this now. Sit down like you're sitting in a chair, an invisible chair. So knees stay over your ankles and then the arms go up. Now lift the chest more. Yes, you'll feel it in your back. That's the idea. We want a nice strong back. Exhale, fold forward, bowing down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms flat, step back, and then you're in your plank, lower into your push-up. Inhale, heart lifts, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts to the sky, press the left heel down. Exhale, step that right foot forward between the hands, give it a shove if it won't go, and take the back heel down. Coming all the way up, either just rest your hand on your knee or arms come all the way up. And then back down, frame the front foot with your hands, lift your heel, you're in a lunge. Okay, 3-legged dog now, swing that right leg up and back, press left heel down. Exhale, take the leg down, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank, push the floor away. Exhale, lower into your push-up, use your knees if you like. Inhale, heart lifts, upward facing. So we're getting strong arms, strong legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Second side. Left leg lifts, inhale, press the right heel towards the mat. Left foot steps forward, you're in a lunge. And the back heel comes down. Inhale, coming all the way up. Either hand on your knee or arms reach up. Exhale, both hands to the mat, heel lifts. Three-legged. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, take it down. Either stay here or join me for one last push-up. Inhale, plank. If you're doing push-up, exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here, just taking a rest. Breathing in. Breathe out, 1. Breathing in. Breathe out, 2. If you want a challenge, you take your right hand to your left ankle or shin. Keep counting your breath. Or you're coming onto your knees if your wrists have had enough. Do the opposite hand to shin if you're doing the reaches. And then everybody meet downward facing dog. Soften knees, look forward. Inhale, top of mat, look up. Exhale, fold, touch in. Sink your hips low. Bring your spine upright. So you're almost like in a zigzag. Arms rise, chair. Press through strong heels, come to standing. Well done. Sun salutation, A and B. Okay, we're going to go flow into our warrior sequence. Actually, first I'm going to take you through crow and squat. Okay, jump the feet apart. I'm going to face you. And then coming into a squat, high or low squat. Everyone's squat looks really different, so don't worry what yours looks like. You just want to feel something on the inner thighs and press the feet down. One client I teach, she's always up here because of her knees, so it really doesn't matter. Feeling into your hips, maybe moving side to side. And everybody wants a long, tall spine. Very nice. Either staying here or make a square with your hands and your feet. Start to come onto your tiptoes and place your knees on the backs of the arms and come forward like you were doing a push-up. Push the floor away like we did in push-up. Take the big toes to touch, and maybe from there, as the head comes down, the feet float off. So it's a transfer of weight. If you're worried about face planting, just put a couple of cushions under your face. And coming down. So that is crow. The trick is to push the floor away and pull the core in so you don't feel it all dumping in the wrist the whole time. We'll do it once more. And even the prep is really good for strong wrists. So hands and feet in a square. Let's start with the big toes touching this time. Knees make contact with the backs of the arms. Okay, come onto your tiptoes and start to shift the weight forward into your hands. So my elbows are now over my wrists. I'm squeezing the knees into the upper arms. Okay, and then I'm pointing my toes, and as my head comes down, so you look forward and down, as my head comes down, my feet float off, but I'm pushing the floor away like crazy. I'm really lifting my belly, squeezing my heels into my bum, and then coming down, relax. Back into your squat, shake out the wrists. Breathing in, just finding that steadiness again. So once we've done a challenge, we use the breath to come back to equanimity, to steadiness, a steady mind. So you can use that off the mat. If you feel a bit kind of discombobulated, if something has happened and you find your breath has gone erratic because of something you're feeling, just calm your breath down. Even inhale and exhale, just like we're doing now. You might count in for 4 and out for 4. Okay, downward facing dog, please. Right leg lifts to the sky, 3-legged dog, and then right foot steps back heel down, so my heels are in line. Open your arms out to a T, facing the left. Warrior 2. Heels are in line, hips are level, so the back hip isn't up, hips are nice and level, and the knee is over the ankle. Relax your toes, looking softly over your front fingers. Okay. Without moving your hips, just take the right arm up, take a big stretch, lean back, and then take your elbow to your knee, back arm up and over, side angle. looking under your top elbow. Spin the chest more to the left. Okay, back to reverse warrior. So you notice the hips don't move, literally just stretching the upper body. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, back to your side angle and hold it there. Option to take a deeper hand position, hand on the floor, inside or outside the foot. But you don't want to collapse the chest. You want to spin it open. Okay, so wherever you are, you're going to reach that top arm behind you, reaching for the inner thigh, and just relax the neck. Neck stretch. Breathing in and breathing out. And then look to the ground, release the hands, frame the front foot with your hand, drop the back knee, coming all the way up. Torso upright. And from here, we're going to raise the left arm up. Left elbow comes outside, right knee. Press the palms together, take a twist to the left. Revolving side angle. Take your awareness to that back foot. Press the top of the back foot down and the sole of the front foot down. Lifting up in your pelvic floor. They say twist to unwind, and I think it's so true. I love spinal twists. They just release the back so nicely. Inhale, slowly uncurl, take the hands down. Exhale, tuck the back toe, downward facing dog. Either staying here or join me for a vinyasa, push up, up dog, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, bend the elbows halfway. Inhale, straighten arms, upward facing dog on the tops of the feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Everybody meet in down dog. Nod your head yes, shake it no. Inhale deeply. Exhale, flutter your lips. Second side, left leg lifts, press the right heel towards the mat. Left foot steps between your hands, heels in line, coming all the way up, face right, warrior two. So find your stretch. Lengthen your legs. Take your heels apart, front knee over ankle, and hips nice and level with the horizon. Looking softly over your front fingers, relax your toes. Okay, maybe you can bend into the hips a little more. That means shuffling the back leg back rather than taking the front knee over the ankle. Okay, inhale, reverse, look up. Exhale, side angle. Arm comes up and over. Strong legs. Inhale, reverse, just keeping the legs nice and fixed. Exhale, side angle, looking under your elbow. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Last one, inhale, reverse, relax your toes. Exhale, side angle and stay there. Option to take a deeper hand position, hand on floor, inside or outside the foot. Remembering not to collapse the chest, so spinning towards the right a little more. Wherever you are, take that top arm behind you, relax your neck. Strong legs. And then uncurl, look down, get your balance, drop your back knee. Inhale, come all the way up, right arm lifts, taking the twist, right elbow, left knee, press the palms. Press the top hand down, spin the chest. Breathing in and breathing out. So thinking about lengthening the spine and the chest, not collapsing the front of the body. And then uncurl, tuck the back toe, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower into your push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. You know you can always skip these push-ups. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop to the knees. Sit on your heels, child's pose, melt your heart towards the floor. Arms out. Walk the hands around to the left and draw your right hip away, twisted child's pose. Take a deep breath in to your right lung and your right armpit. Walk all the way around to the other side of the mat. Take a deep breath into your left side and exhale. Coming back to center, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Now bend your knees, walk your hands to the back of the mat. I'll come to the middle so you can see me. Take your index and middle finger around the inside of your big toe and then grip them, draw the elbows out to the side, fold down, forward bend. So shoulders are lifted, belly is lifted, legs are straight if you can. And on the inhale, drawing up on your toes to stretch a little more. On the exhale, relaxing the head down, fold a little deeper. Breathing in and breathing out. Release the hands, slide your hands under your feet so your fingers are facing your heels, palms up. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Relax your head. So my toes are right in my wrist crease. The whole of the back of my hand is on the floor. So you might need to bend your knees a lot more to get there. Eventually working the legs towards straight. Head goes down, hips lift, knees lift. Belly lifts. One more breath. And release the hands and take them to the hips. Pressing into the feet, stand all the way up and step your legs wide, facing the long edge of the mat, parallel your feet. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold forward and down, fingertips to the floor. And if you can, walk the hands in line with the toes, bending the elbows, relax the head. Looking behind you through your legs. Lifting the kneecaps, relaxing the toes, using the breath to take you deeper. Prasarita Padottanasana, the wide-legged forward bend. Breathing in and breathing out. One more, breathing in. If you practice tripod headstand, you can go up, float the legs up wide. If it's not in your practice, don't worry, that's for another day. If you're up, come down. Everybody take the hands to the waist. Come all the way up. Clasp your hands behind you. Squeeze your shoulders to lift your chest. So you want to take the bend out the wrists. And then fold forward again. Gradually breathing the fist further towards the floor. I always find I need to kind of wriggle my shoulders a little bit. Head goes down, fist goes up. Press all four corners of the feet down. Keeping that fist as it is and the legs wide, whichever foot is nearest the front of the mat, spin on your heel, turn it to the front of the mat so you're in a kind of a lunge shape. And now drop your head inside that knee. Humble warrior. So same shape, just with one leg bent. Okay, staying low, parallel the feet, same towards the back of the mat, spin on the other heel, bowing your head down. What's happened to your belly? Lift your belly, press your feet down, squeeze your shoulders together. Parallel your feet, release your hands, shake out the wrists. Hands to the floor, turn the feet out to the side, and let's take some side-to-side lunges. Feet can come off if you like. You just want to get in somewhere juicy for you with your bum as low as possible. I'm trying to keep my bent leg heel down because I'm working on my ankle flexibility, but you might be working on your hips. So again, this yoga is very some of these moves are very personal. You just go into where you are feeling something good for you, because you will have moved your body in a completely different way to me this week. And you'll be undoing your weekly tensions and tightnesses in a different way. Okay, and then make a figure of 8 on its side with your bum, so adding a fluid movement, keep your bum nice and low. And then coming all the way up, so you're in a horse stance, feet out with your hands on your knees. Okay, hips sink low. We're going to keep our hips fixed and just get into the shoulders, so it's opposite shoulder to knee. You want to get your shoulders as low as possible, your hips as low as possible. I love this juicy stretch. It works the legs, the back, the shoulders. Opposite shoulder to inner knee. Back to center, press through strong heels, come up to standing, shake out the hands and feet. Tree pose. Shift the weight into the left leg, but really firm up that leg, so that knee wants to be lifted, that bum cheek is squeezing on the left. Turn the right knee out. Position 1 is heel just on your ankle. 2, heel on shin. 3, inner thigh. You choose where you can stand with a degree of challenge, but you can still stand and balance. Doesn't matter which one you're doing, everybody's getting the same benefits. Press the palms. We all want to do it freestanding. Pick a spot to look at in front of you, a few feet away and down. And as your balance develops, you can start to bring the gaze up at eye level. A really strong challenge is to look through your eyelashes. Whoa. Take your arms up overhead, stretch out through straight elbows, draw your ribs in. Feel how strong that standing leg is. Pressing the foot into the floor, squeezing the bum cheek, lifting the kneecap, that's your tree trunk. And then side bending tree. Doesn't matter if you fall, we're working on ankle strength. So you need to bump your hips to one side, shifting your center of gravity. If you fall, it doesn't matter. Coming all the way up. Woo. And then ankle to knee, cross the right ankle over the left knee. You may need to turn to a support for this one, that's fine. Wall, chair. And sit low in your hips. If you're doing it freestanding in the room, palms in prayer, long neck. Eventually the right foot curls around the left triceps. Hip stretch. Pressing into that heel to come all the way up, and with control release the leg along the mat. Tree, second side, whatever you did on the first side, pick your height for your heel. You just don't want it to be on the knee. We don't want to put any pressure on the knee joint. So anywhere above or below. Strong standing leg. So if you find you're wobbling, just go down a position. Or if you find your leg keeps slipping, that's another common thing. You need to press your heel more into your thigh and firm up that thigh by lifting the kneecap. So you create two really strong surfaces to press together. Arms up. Pick a spot to look at. And then side bending tree. Ooh, different for me on this side. That's normal. Stretch out from your heel to your elbow. Challenge your breath to stay steady. So balance is kind of 70% concentration, and the breath is really key for that. All the way up, and then see if you can go straight to ankle to knee without shifting. Coming forward, relax your neck. So the hips go nice and low. Maybe the fingertips come to the floor, but you want your bum low. That's the kind of objective. Doesn't really matter if your hands are on the floor. Working on ankle flexibility, hip flexibility, pressing into the feet, stand all the way up. Exhale, release the leg. Very nice. Okay. We're going to sit down via the sit stand challenge. Cross one ankle over the other. And then you're going to sit down. Have your hands ready to steady yourself. See if you can go all the way down without using your hands and coming all the way up. So this is practice and hip flexibility. So the more you do it, the easier it becomes. And then if you do it with the cross of the other leg, oh, that's a challenge for me on that side. Oh. So you might be using your hands. Great. Most people are, yeah, this is so good. Well done. Yeah, if you fall, it's fine. Just steady yourself. And then sit all the way down along the mat. Come onto your hands and knees. And take your elbows over your wrists. Lift your belly, knees slightly behind your hips. And then start to take your shoulders over the line of the wrists. Push up. Keep your belly lifted. And then slide your knees away, coming all the way down onto the mat. Coming into Sphinx pose, elbows underneath the shoulders. Press the palms down, so nice and firm. Press that, both hips down and the pubic bone down. You're just going to lift your right leg, press your right elbow down, but the hip stays down. That's the challenge. Hip stays down, leg comes up. You will feel that in your lower back, but we want a nice strong lower back. And then take it down. Take it up and down. Take it up, shoulders stay high, don't collapse, and down. Take it up, and maybe you can bend the heel in and out. Oh, are you feeling this in your lower back? I certainly am. So my knee is off, my hip is down. Oh, feeling it in both sides of my lower back now, but that's all good. And then coming down. Second side, really push the floor away with the hands, and then just lift the left leg off, left hip stays down and down. Lift it up, keep pressing into the elbows and down. It's a real kind of a micro movement to keep the hip down. Okay, and then stay up, bend the heel in and out, keep pressing through the forearms. Can you feel how the muscles in your back are strengthening? It's quite hard to find exercises that, you know, without the gym will strengthen the back. But, you know, so many of us have back pain. Our backs can go. It's really important to take the time to work on these. Very nice. Come down, make a pillow with your hands. Rock hips side to side. Reach behind you and make a fist with your hands. Lift the bum off the fist off your bum. Lift the chest and add the legs as well, feet apart. Locust pose, Shalabhasana. So you've switched that lower back on. It's going to help you in this pose. Really lift the fist higher. Squeeze everything in that posterior connective chain. All the muscles in your back. The backs of your legs are getting stronger. And then coming down. Make a pillow, rock hips side to side. Take the hands in line with the center of the chest. Push yourself up onto your knees. Come to an upright kneeling position. Take the hands to the lower back. Press the hips forward over the line of the knees and start to lift the chest to the sky. Stretch the throat, look up. So, taking your awareness to the tops of the feet and press them down more. That's your stability. Hips come forward and now draw the heels of your hands down to help your pelvis come into alignment for this camel pose. Either staying here or stage 2 is take your hands in prayer, put the thumb knuckle on the sternum breastbone and draw it down, stretching the throat. Stage 3 is to reach the hands to the heels and press the hips forward. Any of those stages and breathe. Breathing in, thinking about opening up the mid and upper back by pressing the hips forward. Wherever you are, release the hands simultaneously, come all the way up, slowly tucking the chin in, woo! And then walking the hands out in front of you, take the head to the floor, puppy pose. Breathing in and breathing out.
Mounting the chest towards the floor. Maybe your chin comes to the floor. Maybe you're on your forehead.
And then very gently sit back on your heels, rolling the legs around. Lie on your back, bring your knees into your armpits, massaging your spine. Now straighten your legs, cross your right knee over your left, and then hold your ankles or your shins. Draw the ankles towards your armpits. So this is cow face pose on your back. Stretching that piriformis again, the outer hip. And release the hands. Twizzle your legs in the air. Lengthening your neck. No stress in your face, your neck, your jaw. Relax it all. You might even flutter your lips again. And then release the legs to the mat, feet flat. Arms in cactus windshield wiper your knees to release the hips. You might even add your head, rocking your head in the opposite direction of your knees to release the neck, especially after that camel pose. Okay, take a big starfish stretch, inhale. And exhale, breathe it out through the mouth. As many of those as you need to let everything go. We're going to stay down for a couple of minutes of relaxation, so get warm and cozy. Maybe a blanket, a jumper. Body temperature does drop in relaxation. Maybe an eye pillow. Some people like to put something like a bolster or rolled up mat or cushion behind their knees. That's always an option. Getting yourself ready for your relaxation, nice and cozy. Feeling your body melting into the support beneath you. Your eyes are dropping into the back of your head like stones in a pool, softening all the little muscles around the eyes, behind the eyes. The root of your tongue is relaxed, your jaw nice and soft. And feel the mind softening, and just invite it to drop down into the space of the heart until it's completely swallowed up by the space of the heart. Letting your hips be soft, your knees, your feet, hands relaxing from the inside out. There's no rush, but now starting to feel the outline of your physical body returning, getting a sense of yourself back in the room. Maybe moving your fingers, toes, your head, and then roll over onto one side. Pushing into a seated position, come all the way up. Place your palms on your chest. I'm going to close with a one long humming out breath. Lovely toning for the vagus nerve, the parasympathetic nervous system relaxation response. Take a deep breath in, palms on your chest, and exhale. Release your hands, bowing down. Thank you so much for practicing this yoga flow today with me. If you're doing this on catch up, please leave me a comment. Let me know how you got on. Thank you.